Hello and welcome. My name is James Sabiono, your life coach on this program, The Touch Bearers. This program is being brought to you in collaboration with NYSC Department of Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development. Today, we'll be sharing with us on entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship seems to be the song everyone is singing, and not just because of that. As a nation, we need to look beyond the oil, because nations that will prosper in this age must be entrepreneuring in their thinking, in their lifestyle, and in their day-to-day activities. As young people in this country, we need to know the time that we are in. That is, we are in the age now that it is the intellectual resources and not the natural resources that can take us to the next level. Talking about the time, if you want to know the value of 1 year, I think we can ask a student that has an extra year. And if you want to know the value of 1 month, I think we can ask a woman that has a miscarriage. If you also want to know the value of 1 week, I think we can ask a man that was jailed for 1 week, especially in the Nigerian prison. If you want to know the value of 1 day, I think we can ask 2 lovers waiting to see each other. And if you want to know the value of 1 minute, you that you are looking at me, seize your breath for 60 seconds. If you also want to know the value of just 1 second, I think we can ask a man that just escaped an accident. And if you want to know the value of a split of a second, I think we can ask the Olympic silver medalist, in which the guy who had the gold was just a nose faster. Time is not on our side in this country. We rely so much on oil, and the oil we're talking about in years to come, not that it will finish, is that it will no more be needed. Because as I talk to you now, there are nations, especially these Scandinavian nations, whereby even their vehicles does not use fuel. Nations of the world, United Nations, they talk about the alternative to oil. You know why? Because the ozone layer is in trouble. And this is a world issue. Because if the ozone layer is in trouble, that's why we have all this earthquake and all these disasters. So we need to look beyond the oil as means of power. Ethanol, the green we talking about the solar system and things like that instead of the oil. Therefore, if we rely so much on oil and oil will no more be needed, I think we need to look inward. That is, job security will not give you financial security anymore. So today, we need to talk about how to jumpstart a business from ground zero. Everybody is looking for the national cake. And like I said, no more cake. You need to get off the milk. You need to begin to think about nation building. As core members, as young people in this country, we need to begin to look beyond what the nation can offer us. We should begin to take personal responsibility. We need to look inward. We need to look at what we can offer this country rather than what this country can offer us. So how do you jumpstart a business from ground zero? You jumpstart a business from ground zero first by being focused. Someone said, distraction is an enemy of distinction. If you become a wandering generality or like a general contractor, when it comes to specialty, when it comes to real business, no one will trade with you, because it's better to be a meaningful specific than a wandering generality. As a core member, as a young person, you need to be focused. That is, what is that very thing you can do? Because even as we desire a new nation, a new Nigeria in the future, that new Nigeria we are waiting for will not throw money in the streets. Can I tell you, there is no nation, no government of the world has the capacity to employ all our citizens. I repeat, not even a China or an America that has the capacity to employ all our citizens. That means, as individuals, we need to begin to look at what we can offer this nation by problem solving. And how can that happen? We need to be focused. There's something about you, and that is quite unique. Focus demands understanding your strengths. I'm a talker. Some people are a thinker. You can't be a successful talker and a successful thinker at the same time. And whether you can talk or you can think, everything has their strengths. Whether you are that person that you love to talk, well, you need to understand that talking, meaningful talking, there is profit in it. And even if you are a thinker, you are an inventor, because people who think really analyzes things in their hearts, and when they internalize it, they're able to explain it explicitly, and they will profit from it. So what I mean is that our gold mine, our very rich, where there are oil, is now in our hearts, not in the sea. You are a very, very big institution inside of you, and if you look inward, you will surely prosper. Now we would like to go into the classroom, where I have a chunk of core members that I want to talk to, and there I will be sharing more on how you can start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo. Thank you very much.
Life begins when a man locates his area of influence. Are you a serving corps member? Are you willing to learn the dynamics and fundamental principles of starting a business? Now you can become your own boss and even employ others. JFK Consults, in conjunction with NYSC Department of Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development, presents Entrepreneurial Academy 2013, featuring 25 courses, seasoned facilitators, 2 solid weeks in Abuja, all expense paid, including feeding, accommodation, and transportation. For sponsorship and further inquiries, visit www.jfkids.net. You can't afford to miss it.
I'd like to share with you today a very powerful topic, and that is how to start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo. I know that sounds strange. How to start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo. Let me quickly let you know this, that it's not money you need to start a business. It's a smart business idea you need to make money. A lot of people have the money and they lost the business. A lot of people doesn't have the money, and yet when they had the money, they lost the business. It's not about the money. The fear of where will I get the money, or the fear of the availability of the money, is the beginning of degeneration of nice ideas. Let me quickly let you know this. I know of a friend of mine some 16 years ago that came to serve in one of the state capitals. This young man came, and after the youth service, the organization said they don't need the service anymore. You know what he did? He didn't go back to his village. All he did was that he began to take students struggling with and jump, and he began to take them. 7 of them, he took them for like 8 months, and after 8 months, guess what happened? This guy, everybody passed. And before he could call Jack, all the parents in the neighborhood brought their sons and daughters, and he had 37 to take. This time he had to employ some of these, ex-corps members like him, and they began to take them classes. To cut a long story short, today, 16 years down the line, this guy has over 200 people on his payroll. He's got a nursery, primary, and a secondary school, and over 2,500 students. Now tell me, how much did he have when he was going to start a business? He had nothing, but he had a smart idea and was able to actually start even from ground zero. Now, there are 3 things fundamentally that you need to know if you want to start a multi-million naira project with zero kobo. The first thing is that you need to know your core. Your core simply means that the center of your life. Your center is your core, and your core is your center. What I mean is that your core is like what the web is to a spider. Your core is what the water is to a shark. In fact, your core is like what the jungle is to a lion. I like the lion for one thing, for example. The lion just wakes up in the morning and says, God, I thank you for waking me up this morning. Don't show me the animal I will kill. Don't help me. Don't help the animal. Leave the 2 of us. You know why? The lion understands his strength. You've seen a lot of people doing a job that is not their work. A lot of people on Monday morning, I believe 9 out of 10 workers, they are doctors sitting in the lowest chambers. These are people on Monday morning, they are frowning. They wish every day were to be a Friday evening. These are people in the nation that we need to look inward now, because if you do not look inward, you will keep the treadmill moving and remaining just as a wage slave, which is not necessary, because gone are those days that a job security gives you financial security. So you need to know your core. When you know your core, you'll be surprised that you will now graduate to the next thing, and that is mentorship. If you know your core, you now need to sit down for mentorship. And mentorship is very, very vital in our days. A lot of people are just looking for what the nation can give to them. Only few people are willing to sit down for mentorship. What I mean by mentorship is that you need to find someone or a system that is going to where you're going, or is already there. There are people, there are individuals who have been where you want to go. And if you can sit under them, especially in this your 1 year of a youth service, you'll be surprised that that successful servant will soon become a successful master. So you need to submit for mentorship. You need to come down from your high horse and humble yourself to learn, because a business does not appear to you suddenly. I don't care if you have 1 billion. When you have a 1 billion and you're approaching a business, the business backs you. It is when you begin to search the business that the business will begin to show you his side, this side, until it appears to you. I've seen people who had so much money, they brought in about 20 planes into this country, Airbus's, and everything was granted. Why? Because there's somebody who is a doctor sitting down in lawyer's chambers. It doesn't matter whether you don't have money or if you have money. If you do not know your core and you don't submit for mentorship, the business secrets will not appear to you. And also, you need to become a problem solver. A problem solver. A problem solver, will always survive in any terrain, because we are 160 million people in this country. Imagine you decide to solve a problem for just 1% of the population of Nigeria. That means that you have 1.6 million who are your customers. Should your profit be just 5 naira? Help me to multiply 5 naira times 1.6 million. You are a multi-millionaire if you solve a problem for 1% of the population of Nigeria. You need to understand that, how can I solve a problem? Those days, trade by barter. I'll bring my tomato, you bring your potato. We exchange the relative value, and then I'll go home what I need. Now answer the question. Somebody didn't bring anything to the market. He will return home with nothing. And the same system is here. If you are empty-handed in a marketplace, do not expect profit. Do not expect anything called sales, because the market is being dictated by the principle of demand and supply, buying and selling. So we must understand that as young people, as core members, we must solve a problem. You are solving a problem and you are being given a stipend. You solve a higher problem, you'll be given a higher reward. So we must look inward as young people and move out, eliminate, jettison that mindset of national cake and move into nation building. When you become a nation builder, you'll be surprised that as a nation builder, you will prosper, because a problem solver is a nation builder. He has moved away from that mindset of grabbing. Rather, he's looking for what to give. So I want to encourage you, you must first understand your core. Serena Williams knows her core. Tiger Woods loves to play golf, and then he's even paid for it. And then the same thing, these guys have been mentored. You need to sit down under mentorship, and then you need to understand that you need to become a problem solver. With this on your table, I can guarantee you that soon you will become a successful person.
Hello, my name is Mary Danabia, Director, Department of Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development in the NYSC. I am here to call on all core members to the web club, which has been specially designed and packaged between the NYSC and JFK Consult for the purpose of developing your spirit of self-reliance. There are 7 benefits to be derived from this site. They include access to 100 hot jobs daily. Through the lessons, you will be able to locate your core competence and get empowered with entrepreneurial-related courses. This is a forum to interact with over 200,000 core members. You will learn to write your own bankable business plans, corporate philosophy, and cash flow. You will be introduced to 355 business opportunities in Nigeria, and you can choose one to do. You will be able to access mentors and organizations who can provide you with the wherewithal to start your business. And finally, this site will afford you the opportunity to compete with others to win a seat on the Entrepreneurship Summit scheduled to take place in Abuja for all core members. All expenses for this summit will be paid for. Don't be left out. You're welcome to this golden opportunity. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. My name is James. I have with me a wonderful lady who was a core member in the city of Abuja some years back, and today she has been able to empower about 500 young people. She sits as the Chief Executive Officer of El Bethel Global Initiative and also El Bethel Business School. Welcome with me, Ms. Debbie Ajayi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Debbie, quick one. I wanted to tell us, is success an overnight thing? How's it been, this journey of entrepreneurship in this country with you?
Well, I would like to say that it's been so exciting and at the same time so challenging.
I like that.
And the question asked at that time that if success is overnight, there is no overnight success. Success is not by accident. Success, it takes through, you have to go through the process. Whatever you want to do as an entrepreneur, you must go through the process of becoming a successful businessman or woman in the society. And it has been, just as I've told you, it has been so exciting and at the same time so challenging. We started some few years ago.
How many years now?
I think it's about 3 years now, but as if we've been around for a very long time. And all this while, I want to thank God for the journey so far. And at the same time, I want to say that I started just like, it was like a dream. And gradually putting them together, executing them one after the other. And it has been so interesting. And today, we've been able to reach out to so many young people. And
by your record, how many people have you impacted now in your academy?
Within this short period of time, we've been able to impact about 500 people.
You've impacted 500
in
people?
Abuja. At least we've been able to do that.
Good.
Have that on our database, over 500 people.
Wow.
That will be in the house.
Quick one, Debbie, before as we wrap it up. Now, can you tell our young people in this country, a word from your heart which you think they can hold on to to move on in the journey of entrepreneurship? What is your advice for the upcoming entrepreneurs?
Wow. Well, what I would say is that for you to do anything, you must be able to first identify what you want to do.
All right.
Don't just jump at something, and don't just jump at the thing because your friend is doing the same thing, or because you think that this is what I should do, or this is what is reigning in the market today, or this is what is in vogue today, so I have to. You must be able to discover yourself. Know what you can do.
Know what you can do.
Another thing, as the one of my grace, when they know your core.
Your core.
Being able to discover, identify your core competence, know what you can do, and at the same time, another thing is to identify a problem in the society.
Wow.
There are a lot of problems around us, and some people, when they come to this country, they say Nigeria is the best place to do a business. Nigeria, a lot of opportunities in Nigeria. Yet, we Nigerians, we don't even see those opportunities.
My God.
But when foreigners enter this place, they say, wow, a lot of opportunities. People have so much to do here, so much money in this country. And sometimes is it possible to be picking this money on the street? But it's not possible. It's just that they come in with the eyes of, possibilities, seeing problems around them, and then being able to provide solutions to those problems. And we pay them a lot of money. If our young people can sit down, look inward, look around you, what are the problems around, and what can you do to solve this problem? After solving the problem, there's always a reward for every problem solver. Because entrepreneurship is about having a problem and being able to solve problems, identify problems and being able to solve problems in the society.
Thank you very much, Ms. Debbie. You've heard it all. That if you get to the airport now, you see a lot of Nigerians traveling out. Most of us are not coming back. And you get to the arrival, you see a lot of foreigners coming in, and most of them are not going back. That is, people coming in are entrepreneurs, and they see opportunities while we see problems. So I would like to encourage someone out there, look inward and look at what you can do for Nigeria.
These people are not perfect, yet they are successful. JFK Consult Limited presents 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. This book is a thought revolution about 100 Nigerians who have broken limits in their personal lives and businesses through their dogged determination, personal responsibility, integrity, and focus. Read their personal stories, know their trade secrets, and get ready to discover yourself and pursue your personal dreams. 100 Outstanding Entrepreneurs in Nigeria, well researched, well written and excellent print work, written by James Abiona and forward by Pastor Sam Adeyemi. Call 08034959205 to get your copy now. You can also visit www.jfkconsult. Money is not what you need to do business. What you need is an idea to make money.
From the intellectual archive of James Abiona comes another comprehensive tool on how to jumpstart a business from ground zero. 355 business opportunities you can do in Nigeria with the right contacts. 21 golden rules of retirement. 55 school dropouts who became billionaires. Testimonies of entrepreneurs who started from ground zero, all in one book. How to Start a Multi-Million Naira Project with Zero Kobo, Volume 1. Author of a fast-selling book, Entrepreneurs in Nigeria. To order your copy, please call 080-349-59205. How to Start a Multi-Million Naira Project with Zero Kobo, a book you must read.
Welcome back. You've heard it all. That is, you need to look inward. You need mentorship. You need to be a problem solver. You need to understand your core competence. And you need to understand that a man that will prosper in this new age is a man that will declare a state of emergency over his life. That is a man that will take 100% responsibility of his life. We need to look that, we as an individual, you have only 3 days to live. Yes, 3 days. Your yesterday, your today, and your tomorrow. Don't forget, yesterday you were managed. But today, you must manage your life. And tomorrow, then you lead your life. Yesterday was the day you were dependent. Today, you must be independent. And you have to declare your independence. And tomorrow, you become interdependent. These are the 3 days, everyone, even as a nation or as an individual, we need to understand that these 3 phases exist. And a man that will prosper is a man that will understand the season of his life. I've come to find out the greatest disaster that can happen to a man is not for a man to be deaf, to be lame, or even to be blind or be disabled in any form. It's for a man to find himself in the future he didn't prepare for. We as a nation, we need to understand now that there's a future that we've been looking at, and that future is now. The future is now, because as a 53-year-old country, we need to understand our national ideology, because we know America for freedom, we know Great Britain for time management, and we know Israel for security. As a nation, this is a fundamental law of success being broken at the national scale, because up to now, after 53 years, we do not have a national ideology. Don't tell me it's corruption. There is no nation of the world that they are not corrupt, that corruption is not there. It's just in different volumes. So therefore, we've been on the flight since 53 years, and we do not have a national ideology. That is the reason why things seem to be so clumsy. And we need to understand that. And also, I would like to make a special appeal concerning our forthcoming entrepreneurial academy that we desire to run for all the best of our core members all over the country. We desire sponsorship for this program. If you feel that, well, you want to contribute to the entrepreneurial strength of our young people in this country, we'd like you to call the numbers on this screen and get in touch with us so that we can bring the best of our core members to Abuja for 2 straight weeks and empower them so that they can become employable, or more so, they can become their own boss after youth service. And also, our company also help prospective retirees to retire well, because I found out, we did a powerful research and we saw that 9 out of 10 of people that retire don't get it right. That is, 9 out of 10 retirees misplace their gratuity. That is, they invest in the wrong business. And this is not good, because if you retire in your 50s or your 60s, you still have about 30 years to enjoy your life. And that means you need to be very, very much prepared for your retirement. Your money, your gratuity shouldn't be your only hope and all your hope after retirement. We help you locate your core competence. We'll help you to locate the very thing which is your major strength in order for you to do it and run it, and your business, which you will ultimately do, you won't lose money, because no business will prosper in your hands automatically, even if you have 1 billion. I've seen people with billions losing the money. I've seen people with nothing aspiring to have much. When they have the little, even they lost it. Why? There is a difference between the business and the person running the business. That is, there's a business difference between the personality running the business and the business itself. As you have yourself, your own skeletal system, blood circulatory system, nervous system, reproductive system, the same way businesses have their systems. And it doesn't really matter if you have so much money and you don't know the systems. The business will just eat up your money. But if you take your time and you come down from your high horse, and then you begin to learn the dynamics of and the invisibility of the business through apprenticeship, and we are able to teach you all these things in our training for prospective retirees. Finally, it's time for entrepreneurship in Nigeria. As young people, as an elderly person, whether you are just coming out of school or you worked for the government or any parastatal for years, you need to come back and become your own boss. You need to understand what business really is. There is nothing called an overnight success. If you jump up, you come down. Or if you climb up, you stay up. Till I meet you again on this program, The Torchbearers. Don't forget, this program is being brought to you in collaboration with NYSC Department of Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development. And we at GFA Consult, we have made up our mind to support NYSC to make our young people locate their core competence, to make our young people stand strong after their youth service so that they won't be a wandering generality, rather they'll become a meaningful specific. Till I meet you again, it's me, James Abiona, your life coach, saying bye for now.